All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green from Florida. Tonight, we're going to discuss third hand play. And I want everyone to remember this little verse. We lead from the top, we receive from the bottom. What does it mean, receive from the bottom? Well, when partner leads a high card and you're the third person to play, the receiving from the bottom means that you play the lowest of touching cards. And the lowest of touching cards is a discovery play. And it makes such a difference to partner that you can tell partner what you hold. And I'm just going to share the screen with you on this board. This isn't one of the boards I'm going to discuss tonight, but I'm going to show you particularly this board because it's another one that we're going to talk about later, but we don't need it now. I'm just going to show you the hand. I have the bidding up here. They're in 4 spades. They've bid 2 suits. And the only 2 unbid suits are clubs and hearts. And North has to make a lead. Well, you can't lead spades, that's trumps. You don't want to lead diamonds, they bid diamonds. You cannot lead the ace of clubs because aces are meant to capture faces. And you want to capture a king with your ace queen. So you've got no alternative but to lead the 4 of hearts, 4th from the top down. And when it goes 4 of hearts, and you play the jack, and they win the ace, they don't win the queen, your partner North now knows where is that queen. That queen is in my partner's hand because Declarer would have won it with the queen. So their rule tonight is third hand play. If you've got a sequence, you always play the lowest of touching cards. So remember, we receive from the bottom. We usually lead from the top and receive from the bottom. So when they get to dummy to take a finesse, this just happens to work out. And they want to take a spade finesse. And they now play the queen of spades. And it goes little spade. And they win the king. Your partner doesn't have to grab the king at all. Your partner knew that because you played the jack, the lowest of touching cards, and Declarer didn't win the queen, you can underlead your king very nicely to partner, knowing that they have the queen. And now looking at the dummy, those diamonds are all good. So your partner underled that heart for a reason. And what was the reason? She wants you to come back, the weak suit on the table, and coming back a club will now defeat the contract, and you will be able to take 2 club tricks, the king of spades and the ace and the queen of hearts, and you're beating 4 spades. Without that discovery play, you will never be able to get into your partner's hand to beat the contract. So we have to remember the little verse. We lead from the top, we receive from the bottom. And that's the best thing you could remember for third hand play. I'm going to bring up the hand to discuss this evening. Hand number 1. And we'll go over the bidding together. And then you can ask me any questions. Okay, on hand number 1. 1 no trump opening by North. Pass by East. And now we really should stamen because we have a 4-card major and an unstopped doubleton, and it's very important that we stamen. We may have a 4 forfeit. So we're going to bid 2 club stamen. Pass over here, and partner now bids 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds says, partner, I do not have a 4-card major. You are not allowed to bid 2 no trump North because partner can never invite you to game if you do that. So it is mandatory to always bid 2 diamonds. It says, I do not have a 4-card major. And now adding the points together. You have 6 in the hearts, 4 in the clubs. That's 10. 10 and 15 is 25. That's enough for a game. And you bid 3, no trump. Now, I don't want to lead the 10 of hearts. They've bid stamen, and I don't want to lead a spade. They bid stamen. So therefore, I have to lead my longest suit. 4th from the top down. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 6 of diamonds. And it goes 10 of diamonds. And you win the king of diamonds. What do you know about partner's 10 of diamonds? Partner's 10 of diamonds tells you that partner does not have the 9 because we receive from the bottom, the lowest card. Partner does not have the ace, the king, the queen, nor the 9. That means declarer's got all those 3 extra cards beside winning the king. So you found out a very important point. Third hand would always play the lowest of touching cards. That 10 denies the card below it. You now play a club. Okay? And you duck it. And they're going to play back another club. And you throw the 2 of hearts away. And you play the queen. And now you win the ace. Now you know diamonds are futile. Your partner told you, I don't want hearts. Your partner, the declarer, has 3 more diamond tricks. And your partner told you that she hasn't got the ace of hearts. So you've got only one way to try and beat this contract. There's only one way and no other way. That discovery play of the 10 playing third hand high, denying the 9, denying the ace, the king, and the queen, you switch to the queen of spades, top of a doubleton. And now the whole hand falls apart because that 10 of diamonds told you every single thing. You play the ace, the jack falls, and now your 9 becomes a trick. And now we beat the contract, believe it or not. And that is what counts in this game. And you take 5 tricks, down 1. Are there any questions on this hand? Any questions, everyone? I'm not reading the chat. We lead from the top, receive from the bottom. So you now know for sure. Somebody said they can't hear. I hope they can hear now. All right. Are there any questions with this hand? I think it's a great hand. You've discovered so much about the hand. All right. I'll go on to the next one.
Would you do 8, please?
I will, after I've done my 3 hands, I will definitely go on to number 8. It's not one of my hands, but I'm going to go on to hand 5. And then we'll go on to hand 8. Okay. North is the dealer. So North opens the hand, 1 club. Pass by East. And looking at this hand, East is passing. South's going to bid 1 diamond. And West is going to bid 1 spade. North is going to maybe bid 2 diamonds. I've got diamonds with you. I don't want you repeating your 6-card suit when you've got 3 diamonds to an honor. You're telling your partner, you know, partner, I have diamonds with you. But repeating a 6-card suit is not a good idea. Rather tell partner you like the diamond suit. Okay? And now the next hand is going to make another bid. And he's going to bid maybe 2 spades. He's got a fit with a fit. Pass. And with this shape hand is going to bid 4 spades. Okay. Your partner is, North is on lead and partner bid a diamond. We do not lead aces from spaces. We're not leading trumps. It's not our job. So we're going to lead a low diamond, the 2 of diamonds. And partner puts up the jack. And they win the ace. Where is the queen? Where is the queen? We all know where the queen is. Because if West had the queen, they would have won it. So the fact that the jack took the ace, we know that partner has the queen, the lowest of touching cards. So we're going to draw the children off the streets and draw trumps. And we hope that they are 2 and 2. After all, we have got 6, 9 between us. And now all the kids have gone. All the trumps are gone. Now our only hope now is they duck the ace of clubs. You've got a singleton. They don't know you've got a singleton, but they've got to be awake at the bridge table. They must take that ace now. Don't fall asleep at the bridge table. You know the whole hand. You take the ace of clubs immediately. Okay? And you lead away from your king of diamonds. You know partner's got the queen. Why did my partner lead away from the king of diamonds? Because look at the weak suit on the table. How will you ever get to your partner to come through a heart to beat the contract? Jack of hearts. And now we beat the contract. If you don't lead away from their king of diamonds, they're always making it. Why? Because they've got the jack of spades entry and they can throw their hearts away on the king and queen of clubs. And now we are beating this contract. Don't tell me you don't think this is fantastic. I think it's great to be able to know what to do by playing third hand, the lowest of touching honors. Any questions on this hand? Any questions? I like it. No one likes it? Oh, well, what can I do?
No, I don't understand it. I just don't.
Okay, let's go back and look at the original lead. Okay, I'm going to load it again because I think we need to understand how we beat the contract. I'm loading it again for you. Okay. North can never get into their partner's hand if they don't make a discovery play of the queen of diamonds. I'm just going to put in the contract at 4 spades. We've done the bidding already just to save time. Okay? This is called a discovery play. Your partner bid diamonds. You leave the 2 of diamonds, low diamond, and you played the jack, the lowest of touching cards. The lowest of touching cards. That is called third hand play. If you play the queen, you can't have the jack. If you play the king, you can't have the queen. And which card did declare a win? The ace. Now, if Declara had the queen, she would never put up the ace. She would have won it with the queen. Okay? So she has not got the queen of diamonds. Do you understand that part? That she hasn't got the queen of diamonds?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now when they get in with the ace of clubs, let's just pretend they've drawn the trumps, okay? Now when they play back a club, you hop in with the ace of clubs. Now you want to beat this contract. If you play the king of diamonds, how are you going to defeat the contract and get your partner to play the heart for you? You can't. So the only way you can do it is to lead away from your king of diamonds to your partner's queen. And when she wins that trick, she knows why you underlet the king of diamonds. She's telling you, hey, partner, I didn't want to win the king of diamonds. I wanted you to win the queen of diamonds. And why do I want you to win the queen of diamonds? Because the king, queen of clubs are tricks. There's nothing in hearts. And I did open the bidding. And if I don't have the king, queen of clubs, what have I got? I've got to have hearts to open the auction. And you're asking your partner to come back the weak suit through the declarer who has the values. And you come back the jack, the top of a sequence. Whether they put up the king or they don't, you're taking 2 hearts and you beat the contract. Does that help you now?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why wouldn't she have played the king and then led to the queen of the diamonds?
If you play the king of diamonds,
yeah.
Okay. Look what happens if you play the king of diamonds. Okay, you play the king of diamonds. What's your next play after the king of diamonds?
The 7.
The 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So now they trumpet in the dummy with the jack. They're none in dummy.
Oh, of course.
And now they take the king, queen of clubs and throw their hearts away.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, does that make it clear to the other lady that said she didn't understand?
Yes.
Okay, very good. It's such fun. Let's go to number 11, and then we'll talk about number 8, okay? There are exceptions in this game, by the way. You'll maybe know next week. The exception, next Thursday, this Thursday. There's always exceptions to the rule, but the majority of play is third hand plays, the lowest of touching cards. Okay, let's add up the high card points in the south hand. This looks pretty good. 7 and 3 is 10, 17 and 5, 22, 23 high card points. Let's talk about when we open 2 clubs. That's going to be one of our topics in December. I'm going to write up some hands for you. There are 3 requirements of one kind, and that is you promise 5 defensive tricks and 20 or more points. What are defensive tricks? The ace king of clubs are 2 defensive tricks. The ace king of diamonds are 2 defensive tricks. And the king of spades, which will lose to the ace, will give you 1 defensive trick. You've got 5 defensive tricks and 20 or more points. This constitutes a 2 club opening. 2 clubs. 2 clubs is strong. It's an artificial bid. It promises at least 20 high card points. And we don't know now whether the partner has a no trump or a suit. So we're going to pass here. And we always, 99% of the time, we bid 2 diamonds. And it says, goody, 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 tell me more, partner. That is what 2 diamonds means. Tell me more. Now you're going to bid 2 spades. And you, the partner opposite with no points in the hand, are not allowed to pass a suit. The only thing you can pass after a 2 club opening is no trump. No trump is definitive. If partner had bid 2 no trump, you can pass. But you cannot pass a suit because this becomes usually a force to gain. And we have to keep the bidding alive. And the cheapest minor keeps the bidding alive. We bid 3 clubs. It is completely artificial. I'm alerting it like that. And I'm saying second negative. 3 clubs. That's what it means. I'm keeping the bidding alive. The cheapest minor. If partner bid clubs, you would bid 3 diamonds. But we are never allowed to pass a suit, ever. Never, ever. So
So,
it goes-
Linda, excuse me, even with 0 points, so there's no
Even
point
with
minimum.
0 points, you are never allowed to pass a suit after a 2-club opening. Never.
Okay.
I give this hand to many students because I know they all pass this hand out and they've missed a game, they've missed a slam. It's a disaster.
Yeah, I passed on this.
You never pass, ever, a suit. You're only allowed to pass no trump, everybody. No trump is definitive, but a suit is forcing. Now, if partner bid 3 spades, you can pass. But the minute partner bids a new suit, you still cannot pass. It is forcing, 100% forcing. Now you haven't got much of a difference between the two. We must go back to partner's first suit, which is 3 spades. Partner gave me 2 suits. I've got to go back to the first bid suit. Okay? And now you're going to go 4 spades. How many losers on this hand? My God.
Can you
It's
tell me
not-
what the 3 clubs meant again?
It's called the second negative. It's to keep the bidding alive. The cheapest minor. If they bid clubs, if North bid 3 clubs, you would bid 3 diamonds to keep the bidding alive. It's just to keep the bidding alive to hear the opener's next bid. And this
So
is,
it denies a spade fit though.
at the moment, yes, it denies a spade fit. But the North could have 4 hearts. So that's why the South bids 3 hearts. And now you bid 4 spades. Because if you had to look at this hand and we counted the losers, in the spade suit we have the ace losing. In the diamonds we have the ace and we've got 2 heart losers here. So this is a pretty good hand. Partner just has to have the queen of hearts or the queen of diamonds as well, and you may get a discard. You just never know. So this is why you must put 4 spades on this hand over 3 spades.
We bid
now-
we bid it in 2 spades and we made 3. We didn't make 4.
It all depends on the defense. Everything depends on the defense. If they don't defend right, you're going to make 4 in a heartbeat, and I'll show you how. I don't know how they beat the contract, but we're going to leave the top of a sequence. Third hand must play their highest card if there's no honor in the dummy. If you do not play the ace, you're going to let the declarer make a singleton king, and that would be very sad indeed. If there's no higher card in dummy, third hand must play the ace. You never know when there's a singleton king. So that's the first trick. All right? Now we've got to listen to the bidding. Listening to the bidding is everything in this game. They showed spades and hearts. You, East, are looking at 4 hearts. If you do not come back a trump, they can rough out all their hearts and they can make the contract. So in order to stop them from trumping the hearts with the 10-9 of spades, we come back a trump. And this will stop him from making the contract. I can play easily for you the heart. They'll play. Should we do it the wrong way first or the right way first? What do you want? Right way or the wrong way? Give me an idea.
Right way, right way.
The right way. Okay. We lead a spade. It goes 2 because the 10 is the same as the king, the queen, and the jack. Follow your partner's defense, please. Why did she play back a spade? There's a reason. Come back another spade. Okay? There's one more spade out. And now you draw the last child off the streets. And now you've lost how many tricks? You've lost 2 tricks. How are you going to get rid of the 4 and the 3 of hearts? You're going to go down. They've already got 2 tricks. They've got the ace of diamonds and the ace of spades. Your king of clubs is a trick. Dummy's dead. You could throw dummy's cards out the window. You'll never see it again. And you're going to go down in a cold contract if they don't wake up and learn how to defend. So let's go back to the wrong way. You can never make the hand on a trump back. Never, ever, ever. Because now you can't ruff your hearts. So listen to the bidding. You're holding 4 hearts. You have to stop them quickly by coming back a trump. But I'll show you what happens now. We're going to do it the wrong way, and that's why people must have made their hand. It's very easy. Once you do it the wrong way, it's so easy. We have no problem. Okay. So it goes third hand high. That is our lesson tonight. Queen of diamonds, little diamond, ace of diamonds, king of diamonds. And you come back the queen of hearts. You've got the queen, the jack, the 9, and the 8. All right? They play the king. They trump a heart with the 10 of spades. Easy peasy. They go back with the club. They don't have to shorten in themselves. And now they take the 3 of hearts and they trump it with the 9 of spades. Doesn't matter what you do. Now you've taken care of all your losers in your hand. Now you can ruff a diamond or play back a club. I don't mind what you do. And now you play, I like to play the jack of spades. I don't play the king. And they're going to duck it because that's what I want them to do. Now you play the king. They're going to come back a diamond or a club. It doesn't matter. I would play back a diamond. I don't play around a dead dummy. You draw the last trump. And now your rest is yours and you make 11 tricks. Was that fun? If they misdefend?
So how did you know to pull the trump again? How did you
On
know?
the
Because
bidding.
you have
On the
4?
bidding. Listen to the bidding. The bidding went 2 clubs, 2 diamonds waiting, 2 spades, 3 clubs, second negative. I'm waiting to hear more from you, partner. 3 hearts. I've got 2 suits. I've either got 5 spades and 4 hearts, or 5 spades and 5 hearts, or 6 spades and 4 hearts. The second suit. When you're long in the second suit and you can't, and you're looking at the 10, 9 of spades, you have to stop them from trumping the hearts with those trumps. And that's how you knew to come back a trump. And now they go down.
Excuse me, what if they had played, if you had taken it with the ace of spades in that first trump trick, not the 5? If
You would have gotten 1, but they still.
Well, the
would've made
thing
it.
is, aces always make. How do you know your partner hasn't got a singleton king or something?
No, but if in,
That's why I play the jack. I want them to duck the first trick.
but what
If
if you
I
had
play
taken,
the king, they'll take the ace.
right?
If I play the jack, they don't know where the queen and the king is.
I think
So
she
they're
means
never
on the
gonna put the
diamond.
ace on my jack.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
do
she
that.
meant on the diamond. I think you could get 1 more trick.
When
When you did the diamond lead or something.
the queen of diamonds, you have to put your ace on the queen. Third hand high. Because you never know when declarer's got a singleton king. And that's exactly what happened. Declarer did have a singleton king. If you don't see an honor in the dummy, you've got to put up your highest card, everybody. I see them not do this. It's a big mistake. Third hand high if there's no honor on the table. Okay? Does that make it easier to understand why you should play back a trump and not let them ruff all their losers? The master hand is the one with the long spades. And looking at 2 hearts in dummy, you want to ruff those 4 and 3 of hearts with the 10, 9 of spades. So a trump back can finish off the whole hand. Any question? Listening to the bidding. That is so important. All right. Someone asked about hand number 8. I need to know what they wanted to know on hand 8. I want to know what you wanted to do on hand 8. Pass. What did you want to do? You're opening 1 no trump. Pass. And what does this hand do over 1 no trump? 3 no trump. Right? You got enough points? 7 and 2 is 9, 10. To me, this is 3 no trump. No stamen, nothing. Can you tell me what you wanted to know about this hand?
Well, I wanted to know how to respond to the 1 no trump, because what if the opener only had 2 hearts?
Well,
and
what
you
can
have
you
a
do?
Singleton, and it's
There's nothing you can do about it. Unless you want to play a convention. I play one that shows a singleton heart or a singleton spade. If you've got no convention, I would just bid 3 no trump and her partner balances you in the heart suit. That's what I would do on the hand.
okay. So you wouldn't transfer to a minor.
No, you've got too many points for game. Transferring to the minor should have a 6-card suit to play. I would
Right.
never transfer with a 5-card suit. You need a 6-card suit.
Okay, right.
So on this hand, I would not even waste my time. I wouldn't tell people anything about my hand. The less they know about my hand, the better. That's what I would do on the hand. I would just go 3 no trump and hope.
Okay,
And hope.
thanks.
So can you make it?
I don't think you can. Let's go. 3 no trump. Let's hope. Let's see what happens. Now, I have a thing about this. I have a thing about when there's no stamen, I like to lead a major. When there's no stamen, I like to lead a major, everybody. So I'm going to lead the 5 of hearts. I've got a 5-card suit. If I had a 4-card suit, I wouldn't lead the suit. I might lead the 9 of spades. Because that's never going to beat the contract. If my partner gets in and we come back, it all depends on the hand. So let's go. 5 of hearts, 2 of hearts. 10 of hearts. Are they taking the king? Are they? Are they taking the king? They've got the 9 and the 8.
No.
They won the trick. Okay? They won the trick. All right, now they've got to worry about the clubs. If the clubs work, we've got 4 club tricks, 3 spades or 7, a heart is 8, and the diamond is 9.
You having a sandwich?
Provided they can beat me. How do they know to beat me? Because it's a discovery play again. Let's talk about it. Declarer won the king of hearts, not the jack, but the king. If the west hand had only the jack and put up the jack, they deny the card below. So we lead from the top, we receive from the bottom. The north hand would have won the Jack of Hearts. So East now knows exactly where the Jack of Hearts is because they played the lowest of touching cards. So now we're going to go to dummy and pray. And why do we pray? Let's pray that the King of Clubs is in the west hand and not in this in the east hand. Okay? We're going to play the 9 of clubs, little club, 4 of clubs, and they win the king. Now, if you play the ace, queen of hearts, declare as 9 of hearts is going to become a trick. And you are never, ever going to beat this contract. So how do you know to play away from the ace, queen of hearts? You've got one chance and this chance only. Playing the ace, playing the queen, the jack 6 is going to drop and declare as 9 of hearts is going to become a trick and they make the hand. So because of third hand play, everybody, play back the 3 of hearts, 2 of diamonds, Jack of hearts, 4 of hearts. And why did partner do that? Because partner wants you to come back another heart. And now you're going to beat the contract. You will never beat it if you do not play third hand plays the lowest of touching cards. Did everybody make it or go down?
Linda,
Yes.
this is Debbie. When we played it, they ducked that King of Hearts at the beginning.
I wouldn't duck it because I've got the 9 and the 8 4 times.
Yeah, we ended up defeating them. We were east-west.
They ducked the King of Hearts.
Yeah, that first time around.
That may not be a very good idea.
And when they did that, I led back the heart, I think.
And then
I don't remember what happened, but
Okay, let's go back.
we
Let's
set
go
them
back.
one trick.
Okay, let's go
And
back.
I was wondering if I should have played my Jack of Hearts next after I took the trick. That was going to
Well,
be
you
my
have
question.
to. You have to because you're playing the lowest of touching. You've got to unblock. You might have
Right.
blocked the suit. I don't know what happened. But let's
Yeah,
go back to the beginning, okay? I've got the 9 and the 8. So I want to go back and let's play the 10 of hearts and you duck it. Let's see what happens, okay? You duck the 10 of hearts, all right? You
Should I
come
play
back
the
your
Jack?
highest heart.
Okay, that's what I didn't do.
You have to play the highest with a doubleton. They're going to cover with the king because they've got the 9 and the 8. All right? They're now going to play the queen. And they're going to give you a heart. You still need the club finesse. No matter what happens on this hand, you need the club finesse. Now they made the 9 of hearts. So now they're going to play a spade to the king. And now they have to take the club finesse. Why I played the 9 and not the jack is that I want to stay in the dummy. If I play the jack, I can't always stay in the dummy if the west hand has 4 to the king. So I play the 9 first. It allows me to stay in the dummy if the west has the king. But they win it and they cash a heart and you're down. Right? And that's what happens. You go down the drain. Down the drain we go. Okay, any other hands, everyone?
We made that. We made 3-no trump and we made that.
You made it.
Yeah,
How?
I don't remember. I remember that hand though.
Okay, well, good for you. But if I was defending and my partner put in the 10 of hearts and they took the king, I now know where the jack is, and my only hope is I underlead my jack so my partner can run the hearts with me. There's only one in dummy. So partner's definitely got more than one heart.
Mhm.
So I would lead a low one, to my partner to come back so we take all the tricks. I want to make sure we take all the tricks. Okay, any other questions, everyone?
Board 2, please, Linda.
Board 2, sure. This is so exciting, this business of third hand. I love this. Really fun. Okay, let's look at board 2. All right, the bidding. Okay, in board 2, they're opening a club, one club. There's an overcall of 1 heart. It's going to go pass. You're not bidding this hand with 3 points. And now, what does North do? North's got a pretty good hand and really has a nice hand and has to look and hope to show support with support. And you want to tell partner you've got a good hand. We don't know how good the overcall is. So on this hand, you might bid 2 clubs and say, partner, how good is your overcall? It's not so great. It's okay. So you might bid 2 clubs. Partner, tell me how good your overcall. Or you might just bid 2 hearts. Okay? And it'll go pass. Really? And it's going to go maybe, I don't know, you must probably pass. I would never bid 2 hearts. I wouldn't bid 2 hearts. I'm sorry, but I just can't bid 2 hearts. The hand's too good. I'm going to bid 2.
Linda, isn't 2 hearts a limit bid? Isn't 2 hearts limiting it?
Yes, it is. But look how nice your hand is. I'd rather bid 2 clubs.
Or 3 hearts?
You could jump to 3 hearts, but I play that as weak.
Why wouldn't you do, Linda, a jump shift, do 2 diamonds, then go back to hearts?
I never deny a fit with a fit. One thing about overcalls, when I did a lesson on overcalls, if I bid 1 suit and my partner bid another suit, my partner's telling me I don't fit with your suit, lead my suit's better than yours and I don't fit with you.
Right, okay, thank you.
So I never deny a fit with a fit.
Okay.
So I play 3 hearts is weak with 9 trumps. I like the cue bid of the opener suit, which says, I have a fit with you. I have quite a good hand. How good is your overcall? And 2 clubs is a much better bid. It goes past. And now you have to make a decision. Is your hand that great? The jack of clubs is worth nothing. I think I'll just bid 2 hearts. And your partner still wants to bid 3 hearts because he just loves this hand. And you're going to play in 3 hearts most probably. And that's where you're going to play. And
we played in 4 hearts. And we actually got 11.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, we did too.
That's great.
Okay. Almost everybody played in 4 hearts.
Really?
Some didn't make it, but everybody played there.
Let's look at it. The jack of clubs is worth nothing. You know that. So you've got a 10 count. It's up to you. If you want to go to 4, that's fine. I just didn't fancy my jacks. I hate jack third and jack of clubs. To me, those are dead cards. I never look at them. All right, so let's pretend we're in 4 hearts, okay? And I'm going to show you how you beat 4 hearts. It's easy to beat 4 hearts if you know if you're going to let them beat you. All right, so let's go to 4 hearts, okay? All right. They lead the 2 of clubs. Little club. Third hand high. And you should never take the ace. If you take the ace, you're going down. Because your only hope to get to partner is the queen of clubs. And they will come through, and I'll show you after you play the diamond. You never want to have the west hand on lead to come through a spade. You want to set up your diamond suit. So you should always duck the king of clubs. That way, they have to play to you. Drop the jack. They come back the 10, and you win the ace. Now you can never go down, provided you keep the west hand out. If you take the ace of clubs, look what happens. We're going to draw trumps, okay? Then you're going to play another one. And they break. All right? So now there are no more children running around. You want to set up the diamond suit. The high card from the short side first. And you win the king. How do you get back to your partner to play a spade through and beat the contract? You can't. Because you stop them from being on lead. If you take the first club, they come back a club to the queen, and they come back the jack of spades, and you lose 2 spades, 1 club, and 1 diamond, and you never make the hand. So that is how you beat the contract. If you going to take the ace of clubs, you've committed suicide. Duck it. Keep the west hand off lead. That spade suit is very dangerous. You know you can lose 2 spade tricks, a diamond, and a club. So by ducking the king of clubs, they can never ever get into their partner's hand. Does that help you, everybody?
Yes.
You can't get your partner.
How do you know that you want to avoid west? That's the part.
Because you're playing the hand in 4 hearts.
Correct.
And you know that your king of spades is in a very vulnerable position.
Okay.
We never want the west hand in to come through the king of spades. As long as I can keep the west hand out, I can use my diamonds to throw my spades away. They can never beat me. And that
I
is
see. So what you're
how you
okay. So what you're saying is you're not worried about the clubs. You're worried about the king.
I'm worried about letting the west hand in and coming through that spade suit.
So you're protecting the king.
Exactly.
And that's how you know to worry.
I got it. And winning the second one. Very important. Okay. Any other hands you'd like to discuss? Any others? No. All right. Everyone's happy. We've gone over a lot of boards. Right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Well, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you've had a good time. I'll see you Thursday night, and there will be exceptions, and we'll do more third hand play. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's great.
I'm happy you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Just looking to stop the recording. There we go.